in Liberia, it is important that we place emphasis. Uh, okay, okay. But thanks for joining us. Those of you follow us via the Facebook, we say thanks so kindly. I uh, uh, Thanks so kindly for joining us. We appreciate so wholeheartedly that you always follow the voice of Liberia. It's always a pleasure having you, our precious, precious listeners. We value you wholeheartedly. Oh my word, this thing. Oh my word, I'm trying to get this thing. You have to bear with me. Uh, mhm. This news. This thing is very, very, very. It has caught the attention. Mhm. It has caught the attention of many Liberians. Following the pronouncement, when the ministry, that's the Liberia Maritime Authority, made the disclosure, the news shocked many Liberians, many who have thought that those individuals, there are perhaps they're going to be served, they're going to be freed of that, if you want to place a, but I also most surprised that today the Liberia Maritime Authority informed we Liberians that the two officials, quote unquote, that was charged for alleged sexual assault at the time, for alleged rape, have been sent to 9 years imprisonment. But we're going to start with the whole discussion. It is important we have this conversation. This thing every time when it's happening, when these things come out, we just talk around and let it be. But it is not healthy for our country. It is not healthy for us as people. And the good thing about it is that it sends a message. It challenge national government to do the right thing. A challenge national government to do the right thing, so as to ensure, that we as a country to get us a people that will follow the same steps. That's why I always say in Liberia, at times, experience, it has been said, tested and proven that experience is the best teacher. But in Liberia, the case appears to be different. Listen, we're gonna begin a discussion with the genesis of this whole thing. We're gonna begin this discussion. Uh, 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 mhm. We're gonna begin this discussion, right? Placing emphasis on this released. But before we start this conversation, folks, it is important. It is important we acknowledge. It is very, very, very much important to acknowledge that on yesterday, at the climax of our show, in the evening hours, we had to bring in some victims of a violent incident, in a Busi. That's the what's this place name? In the Basel community on the program yesterday. These things will continue to say them. That the issue about violence, mob violence, someone taking the law into their hands because he or she feels they are one way or the other connected, whether I don't know what kind of connections or they have with the government. They tend to override and misbehave on their friends, on their fellow citizens, on their neighbors with the understanding that when you take me anywhere, nothing comes out of it. When you take me to this place and nothing comes out of it. There are a few things we want to establish on the program. For those of you that followed last night, it is good that we place emphasis on this. We're going to get to our discussion, but it is very, very much important that we place emphasis on this thing. Listen, you see, when we have a country that people tend to disobey the laws, people tend to disobey what we stand for. That the law says if you feel disenchanted, if you believe that someone wrongs you and you want them to face the punishment for what they have done to you, the easiest way and the best way to do it, take them to the law. Visit the police station. Go to the community, the head of your community, and there are ways you can do it, so that you don't want to place yourself in a situation that is uncalled for, in a situation that is condemnable, right? So that's why we strive to ensure that we build a country where people are respected of the law, where people see themselves as the champion, as a messenger of peace. That if I am living in a community and someone continuously disrespect me, if I feel that the action has reached to a point that I can no longer bear, the most recommended procedure is to take that person to the law. Allow the law to take its course. That's just simple. But we observed in Liberia, and this thing not just applied to the incident that happened or that occurred in Basel community. It happened across communities. That certain individuals feel that because of their connection with the executive, because of their connection with perhaps someone in government, maybe because of what they feel they are entitled to, who they have connection with, and they tend to use that against other people. Listen, it happened. There are different accounts we have gathered. There are different sides. There are different stories coming up with the incident in Basel community. But first, let us establish the fact that when it happened, right? When it happened, we reached out to the various heads, the heads of the Basel community, and asked them. I placed a call to them that this is a reported act of violence, domestic violence in your community. Do you have any idea as to what happened? The chairperson of that community confirmed that he's in the knowing. Can you kindly explain to us what went wrong as to what you have as per your understanding as the community chairperson? But then on this program, he confirmed to us that he was already at the police station with the defendant, while the complainant was somewhere. Basically, they are faced with serious health complication. But it was never the case nor concerning, the community leadership, if we may place it, for the lack of better words. So we call him and say, oh yes, these folks, there are people, they always causing problem in the community, continue to make noise, continue to say, to disturb the peace in the community. And so I'm aware that they fought. I'm aware that the lady was hurt and she's going through problem, but I don't care. So that's fine. We left him. And so we placed a call to the officer in charge, the person that's handling the case. I'm trying to run it through so you get an understanding as to what I'm saying. We reached out to the officer in charge. The officer told us that he was busy with some other activities and he didn't have the time to speak with us. That was live on his radio. And so we left them. So we had to bring the victim on board to explain what she's going through, because she's the one that is faced with this thing. Believe you me, if you see this lady in question that I'm speaking of, you will have pity for her. Chill will come on the skin. You will have that sympathetic. You will feel you're being sympathetic with her. She's going through the extreme pain. No doubt about that. She's going through extreme pain because of treatment she received during that incident. Imagine a lady, as you speak, is finding it difficult to even urinate. And in most instances, in most times, when she go to use the bathroom, sorry to say, she pull out blood according to how she narrates her story. She pull out blood, and that situation not just by saying it. It is when you see when she appears before you, you don't need to ask her what you're going through. You understand her situation. It has reached a point that even to speak out, she struggled to put out breath. And she said to us on the show that 4 gentlemen beat on her. So imagine even 4 gentlemen, because her neighbor had ordered those guys to beat on her with the understanding that, and everywhere you go, wherever you take this case, will go fly, right? In our Liberian setting, which means you just go free and go unnoticed. No one will pay attention to it. And so because of that, she was my-handed. Now, in this case, we brought her on board. She narrated her story, folks. But what will interest you, after the interview on last night, the community chairman and some other folks from the other side of which, because it appeared that the chairman has taken side. Because even the defendants and those have been accused that they are the ones that orchestrated this plan, are the ones that move with the chairman, that reconcile with the chairman, that do everything together. So on yesterday after the interview, he walked at the station. After we have called him, he refused to speak with us. After this interview with the victim, he walked to the station last night at about 10 o'clock, so many after 10, after we concluded the interview. He walked in, and we held some confrontations to admit, because he came brushing, that this thing happened. I'll show up a lie afterwards. Because when we brought the victims on board, they start to explain how they reached out to the chairman. The chairman is playing hanky-panky. They want to dodge the process. That's how they came to the station. That's the time he wanted to call on this radio. And I said I wasn't answering a call. And I told him I wasn't answering a call. And so afterwards, he came to the station and we had a whole lot of talks. In fact, we should have allowed him, should have heard his side and the other side of the story, the other side of the people. But he failed to admit that. We called him and he told us that he was not ready to answer or need to talk to us. He refused to talk to us at the time we needed him to speak. So what happened? Afterwards, I told him to resolve this issue. Our idea is that we are not taking side. We don't know what happened. What we're on the scene. We are dealing with this situation based on the physical appearance of this lady. In all fairness, she needs to go to hospital. She needs treatment. She needs serious medical attention. If you look at her physical structure, you look at her, imagine living to even breathe. She struggles. This is where it gets to me. She struggles to breathe. Even to put out a word, she struggles. It tells to what extent, how is she affected by this action? We move on. I invited the chairman last night. I said, come on the radio tomorrow morning by 8 o'clock in the morning. Come, I'll provide the same platform. Because our job, we are not taking side of anyone. We have said to this lady that because when she came afterwards on the program, someone had pledged to give us $100 to go and start initial to do checkup and what have you. So we have said to her, go, and when you go through the treatment, the checkup, whatsoever, they will tell you and come on the radio and explain to us what the doctors are saying as per the condition you are going through. So we told the chairman, tomorrow 8 o'clock in the morning, come, we will provide the same 1 hour we provided them on this radio free of charge. Come sit on this platform, explain as to what has been in leadership intervention and what do you know about this situation. And if possible, given the number of those, the defendants as well, we will bring them on this platform and hear what is happening. Because Basel community is also a center, is one of the communities in Central Monrovia that you can't take away violence from. The place is situated, you can't take away violence. That for sure. Fellow Liberians, I'm going to bring the people in. I'm told the victims, the victim and that of murder has just returned. I'm going to bring them back on the platform to hear from them what has been the intervention since they went to the hospital, what the people have said to them, and what are the keys. How far they have gone with this situation. But the community chairman this morning, I called him by 6 o'clock and reminded him that you need to be on the show. He said, okay, fine. I came on this radio, 8 o'clock, up to 9 o'clock, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Took upon my time and called him. Said, Mr. Chairman, you say you needed the time to clarify it. You have some points to make, and we needed to give you the time. We have given you the time, and you failed to show up. It tells that what the people are saying against your leadership is truth. It tells that what the people are saying is truth. Because if it's not truth, the time we gave you the time we provided to you, you're going to come out and make it clear and say what you know about the situation. And say what has been the intervention of your leadership, of which you refused. And this is it. And he refused. So, in all fairness, it tells that what the people are saying, that the community, gain against them, is truth. What they have said, that the chairman of all times has been one of those that have been supporting the folks to do what they did to them, is truth. That you won't want to conclude on these points. But we're going to bring them on shadow appearance. Like we said, we're going to rest on this. We're going to ensure that the right things are done. You see, one of the reasons why I take serious interest in this thing is that because when these things start to happen, some of us will live in communities that are vulnerable. Some of us will live in communities where the presence of security personnel is very scared. So when you see these things start to happen, today is this lady. Imagine Basel community is just a smile to the police station, the police headquarters. And this thing is happening. The victim has taken the case to the police station, and it seems to be that the police, because even the officer in charge that is handling the situation, we have caught him back and forth, asking as to where are we with this case. And every time we call him, he's not busy. He's on back. He's driving. A whole lot of unfounded excuses. But I don't want to dwell on that issue. We want to focus on the discussion. And so that's why we find it. We see it prudent. So bring the folks on. We have said to them that we will bring you again after your engagement today. Perhaps the police might have called you today. What they will say to you, what they're going to tell you, come on the show and tell us as well. It is very interesting. Because if you have the chairman as lately as 9 o'clock, 9:15 at the police headquarters with some of the defendants, right? Because it's about 2 or 3 persons that orchestrated this act. Why the victim is unaware. It tells that to some extent, something is about to happen. We called him, Mr. Chairman, come on the show. Come and answer our questions as to what you know about this situation. He refused. This is what happening in communities. When people tend to take over, when people have the power, when they're giving the power to do certain things, they tend to misuse it. That's just how it implies. Violence, we say no to it. For those of you live in West Point, these are cases you experience every time. Every time people, someone in the community feel that they're connected, they just take advantage on you. They do anything they want to do. Sometimes they order people, they beat on you. Anything they do to you, sometimes you have to go treat yourself and stay home because you feel that you don't have anyone to speak to you, anyone to speak for you. You feel that you don't have anybody to stand to elevate your voice. But I want to use this medium to say that's why we're the voice of Liberia. This platform, with this radio station, we are here for you Liberians. That's why when we found it, we didn't use any other name. We said the voice of Liberia, the voice of Liberians. This platform is for you. We will stand against people infringing the rights of others because he or she feels that they are connected. Connection is using it the right way. If you have connection, that's an honorable thing. That's a good thing. But you say the right way. You say the interest that will benefit yourself and benefit those that surround you. Believe you me, if I was connected to top executive members, right? And I know that my connection will benefit me. I will use that connection in my community so that those surrounding me too will benefit. That's the idea, but not to use it to infringe on people's right. It is unacceptable. This case is just one of the many cases across. I'm using this case as a study. I'm using this so that you find yourself in it, because I know these happenings apply to all other communities around. Today, you leave from here, you go to New Cretan, there are people who their properties have been taken away from them because they don't have the voice to speak. Today, you leave from here, go to New Cretan, there are people who or their land have been confiscated, have been taken away from them because they don't have the voice to speak, because they don't know the right way to go. That when these things happen, what are the ways to go about it? There are individuals in this country who their children have been raped and nothing come out of it, because those that are responsible, every time when they take this case, they believe that they don't have a voice. They believe that they don't have a voice. But I want to encourage you, before we bring the folks in, I want to encourage you that we're going to stand against these things. That here at Voice of Liberia, if it costs that we can't do anything else but to make sure that these kinds of narratives are changed, we will do it. To make sure that the right of people are respected. The Constitution in this country said that every Liberian must enjoy the right as equal as the next Liberian. So if you feel that you have the right to, you have this, you have freedom of expression, freedom of movement, the next man too is entitled. If you feel that you can live in your community and no one does anything to you, believe that the next brother too is entitled to have that same privilege, to enjoy that same privilege. And nowhere in our country, no part of this country will entertain such. We're going to bring it on. Victor, you can help me bring it on. Victor, you listening? Victor, you listening? You can help me bring it on. So we can hear from them again on this program. It is important we do it. Yeah. So we can bring them on this program again. Okay, all right. The guys are doing everything possible. My producers are doing everything possible so that we can get them on again to hear from them, Liberians. As to since yesterday up to now, her condition, how is she faring, and what have you? Yep. So we doing everything possible for those of you joining us via the live. We say thanks for joining us. This is Issues of Today on the Voice of Liberia. And so, like we said, we're going to bring them on very, very shortly. Once the guys have everything set, I want to listen to this lady. On yesterday, I brushed, I felt her pains, especially when the interview was ongoing. I felt her pain. I could look at her, I could see from her face and tell what she was going through. I could see from her face what she was going through, what she's feeling, the kind of pain she's going through. Imagine a lady, nothing else she's able to do, to walk is a problem for her, to even talk is a problem for her. And these things are happening. It's so sorrowful that we still have a Liberia that these things are happening. It is so sorrowful that we still have a Liberia that people go about doing these things with an understanding that nothing comes out of it. We can continue to be this way in this country. We can continue, like we have said, we can continue to be this way in this country. If there are reasons why we should give everything to have a Liberia that at no point in time someone will be ill-treated, we will do it. If there are reasons that will build a Liberia, that everyone will feel entitled to this country. We will do it. We'll use our voices, we'll use this medium, and we'll show that these things happen. These are cases. Listen, like I always tell people, if I was a civil society actor in this country, every time when there are political stories, that's when you see civil society activists come out and want to say these things. But these are times the people, the locals, the ordinary Liberian depend on you. They look up to you. They ask you. They call on you. They want you to come in that direction. These are times they need you. That after watching the video, remember we streamed this little live on our social media platform. So it is an honest thing that most of you have had the time, to go through this, to witness the video. You go through this video, you understand. She narrated her story. And this lady is going through pain. Fellow Liberians, I must confirm to you that she's going through pains. But we're going to bring us on. We're going to bring her on. She has been accompanied by her mother as well and her brother. We're going to bring them on. We're going to bring them on the program. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to bring them on and we explain. They will tell us as to where are we, from that time up to now, what has been the intervention and what have you. We're going to begin. I'm going to bring this conversation on. It's important. We do it. Yeah, you want to just closer to the microphone. Yeah, okay. And so, folks, like we said, we have them on. We invited them. Let me make this again. Let me re-emphasize on this. The chairman, after the interview on last night, he came at the station and was like crying wolf that he needed a time so that he could confirm, so that he could say his own side, could explain what he's aware of this whole situation. After we called him at first on the program, he deliberately refused to speak with us. We had conversations, and I invited him. I said, "Come on the program," because this is the same radio. These folks, these individuals, they sat on and explain what happened. So come here. We'll provide a platform. You will not pay a cent, and we'll allow you. Because for us, we are not interested in what is happening or who is wrong, who is right. We are more concentrated that the right things should be done in this country. So we provided a platform for him. We said, come 8 o'clock in the morning. He accepted. This morning at 6 o'clock when I got up, after everything, to come to town, I called him, I placed a call and said, remember you had a time to be on the radio this evening this morning at 8 o'clock. He said, oh yes, I'm aware that I'm making preparations. I reached at the station, 8 o'clock, 8:15, up to 9 o'clock, 9:25. He didn't show up. After my show in the morning, I placed a call to him. I said, you see what happened? At the time you came, you said in the airtime, I said, come, we'll provide a platform to you. You refused to show up. You refused to show up. You refused to come. So what you want us to do? So it presents that all what the people are saying that your leadership is also supporting this might be a joke. That what they are saying that your leadership, when this thing started, they reached out to you and you refused, might also be true. That's why you come. Because if you come here, we'll ask you a lot of discussions. You're going to provide an account about everything that's happened. You're going to tell us as a community chairman, after you have confirmed to us that you are aware of this situation, what have you done? So it appears that perhaps what you told him we're going to ask him on, and you don't have anything tangible to provide on this platform. That's why you stay away. And so we are not going to mention our words on this. We're going to bring it on. Once our guys get set, we want to bring up on the camera, on the television. So for those of you watching, you will see again her condition. And when you look at the video, as we're streaming live, for those of you listening via radio, I encourage you to follow Voice of Liberia, a Facebook page, and see this lady. You will get it. You see how she struggles to even say a word. You see how she struggles to even say a thing. Yeah, you just have to dress the mic closer to her because she will really struggle. If possible, okay, that's the end, right? Yep, we're going to manage it. No, no, you don't pull over head. It will cause a pain. Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, she'll be okay. Okay, Veda, you can bring her on. Yeah, you can. You can bring her on the camera. Yeah, you got to bring her on the camera. Why we do this? Why we have this? You gotta bring her on the camera. Yeah, our technicians do everything possible, to get them on. Once they are on, again, what we get from this family, we feel their pain, and this apply the condition to almost every Liberians.
Community, one of my community neighbor, and now I went to the hospital today. I did my X-ray. I told my supposed to go for the result. And they both saying that the doctor said that the X-ray that he look at is bad, but we should pray. But tomorrow it will be the final result by the precious grace of God. And what I hear today that the chairperson, the chairman, always sending people to injure other fellow in my community. The men can do therapy, breathing, a lot of things. And injure the man again. The man do 17 stitches in same people. And today, sir, when I came from the hospital, lying down eater to rest, the same lady that same former police officer of the Liberia National Police feature case was send her entry again. I even said get a video that we call them today. We call her saying that we should just remain indoor. If we come out, they will use plank and damage us. Then the boy injure my whole face. My left eye, I can see at all. Just a dew. The left eye, just a dew. Can't see anything. As I talking, I feel severe pain from my chest, my stomach. Every time I'm drinking water, I can feel pain. When I go in the latrine, I can see blood in my urine. As I talking, I feel fresh blood from my ear. Just making the fresh blood from my ear. And they continue boosting. they continue boasting. So I come the evening again to please the government official whosoever are listening to me live. I need justice. I need justice. I need good medication. For me to really work, it's not easy. My whole body, not small thing. But my whole body, the police don't want to do nothing about it. Because last night I came on show, I was surprised that the police called me after the incident with Kevin Sunday, telling me say I should go. So I said, I'm tired of walking, I don't get strength. I can't go now to the hospital. I taking my treatment. I can't be walking on a hassle with no result. So I to JFK now. I'm going treatment because all lady, called family lady, called Tesha last night. She was able to donate $100 US and we went for it today. She saw my condition. She cried. I want all men from America send small thing today on send which $25. The other men from Australia to send small thing today to $25. Now I want to start my treatment was I want to tell God thank you and all those that are standing by me contributing. I pray that the Almighty God reward them. They will never see evil. None of their family will see evil. God will bless them. I also want to tell the lady in Ghana, I don't know her name. The lady in Ghana, I don't know her name. She called me today from Ghana and she said her sister, the commissioner, she will make sure her sister will see her best to fight for justice for me. So, her name? Molo Chewy. I also want to appreciate her. She did extremely well by calling me direct from Ghana. She did well. I also want to tell the people that are in the studio here, they're really standing by me as a sister. They're really doing it and family. I want to tell them thank you because God comes first, the king second. They don't want me today at least. My voice a little bit clear because I'm not going treatment now. And tomorrow I don't go for the visa. So I want my fellow Liberian to pray for me. That as I go for the visa tomorrow, it shouldn't be negative, no positive result. And I also pray that my left eye, I should get my sight. Because I'm not recognizing anything with the left eye. Everything is a deal. Only one eye I can see with. I also pray that the devil shouldn't use them to destroy my eye. So that's what I have to say. Yeah, thank you.
So fellow Liberians, you listen to her, you listen to her condition, and you have an understanding about how she's struggling, to even see out her condition. And for those of you watching, we are not going to take her from the camera. We're going to keep her on the camera. Oh my word. Yeah, he has a form. He has a form. And I'm seeing from your left eye. Yeah. Oh, the situation is so. Oh my word, it's so pathetic. For those of you watching, you see exactly what we say. This lady was severely mind-handed. Obviously, you see it from the camera there. Those of you watching, you see. This is just her eye. What about internally? What she's going through? It's a very, very, very sad day. But let's move to the brother. The brother it is our understanding as well. He has been with the family. Did you follow your sister to the hospital today?
No, I was looking at the house.
She and who went to the hospital?
She and Mama.
Yeah, but I think you have to bring the Oma on. We want to hear from her first before we get to you. The issue about the video, we'll get to the video aspect and we'll ask you. But let's get to the Oma. Listen to her, as she said. But when she came from the hospital, what did she say to you? I mean, after she returned, what the doctors tell her that she was able to tell you people? Do you get any idea as to what the doctor said?
Well, all I was told was that tomorrow the doctor going to get the final result of the X-ray.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing that you said that the X-ray doesn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's what he said.
Mm.
But since you left from here last night, you returned to the community. How is it like the atmosphere? I mean, in terms of your safety, because the last time you were on this radio, you told us that the community dwellers, especially those that carry on the act, continue to issue threat against your life, up and down. So how has it been? I mean, since you left from here, in terms of the way your safety matters.
Yeah. On my way home, there's a family in the community called the Cape Heart family. They are in a constant habit of threatening us. They say that for the fact that we mention our family name on radio, it won't stop here. They are going to go extra mile to make sure that we leave the community. And moreover, they say that they will put force crime out here for kidnapping their son. Because during the fight, my big sister's phone, it fell off of him when Fisher Kesua, brother, jumped on her and pulled about her head, tried to raise her down on the ground, and her phone slipped from her hand and fell. But according to my big sister, she said that she saw the child picking up the phone. He's 18 years old. He was in blue shirt that day. But she couldn't reach out to get the phone because she was already under tension from the brother of Fisher Swash because he was actually blowing her eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so after the fight, we checked around, we couldn't see the phone. So the child person who took the phone, he came to my little sister and told her that, oh, I know where your man can get the phone. But she must give me $20 US. I was sure where she can get the phone. And I must say, $20 US, money too plenty. But I will give you $10 if you can give me the phone. If you get the phone, say you give me, I will give you $10. He said no. Then later, when he left, I don't know why they tell him home. He denied that, oh, he never came to us to say, oh, he know where he get the phone. So, it must be, I got it insisted that, oh, she saw him picking up the phone. But we couldn't just bring police to get him right, because the community they are going to pull up crowd to fight the police because we know them, the fighting group, because those tribal people, the fighting group. And so we managed to so actually when he talking to the Barry, Master told the AFM not to beat him. Nobody should beat him. We should only take him over to the police. And thereafter, we got on back from the Barry. We went to the central police station. We went there and the police held him in custody and there he spent the night. So I was surprised. The community dwellers, all of them came out. Oh, you kidnap our son. You can kidnap both child, you kill them, but it will be the last child you ever kidnap. You will see what we'll do to you. You will make sure the community will be living here for you. You will not stay here. Since you want to kidnap, we'll go to the court. We'll put crime on your head while you leave the community. All the bad things they were saying. But we never pick them up, we never lay them down. We just either win, it. Because we never kidnapped that brother. That brother was in the hands of the police and he stepped in the police station. So I had to went to the police and they were investigating concerning the phone business. Yeah.
So basically, we are asking you as to your safety. Whether the people been threatening you, saying you're going to radio, your kind of community, you will not live here, or saying you go to the police station. What you can really hear in the community when you're passing around, or when you're sitting down to your house. What you can hear from your community in the morning. Because last night we saw it after you left the radio. The chairman came with some group of people who said they know what went on, and they were saying all kinds of things to you. We were on the same. So that's why we're asking you. What thing they can be telling you when you leave from here? When you're going to community, the next morning you gotta go enjoy your water, while passing.
Yeah.
What are the things they can be saying to you?
Even a fellow who was taking a black to beat on my sister, this morning, early in the morning when my mother and my sister left and went to the hospital, he passed between our house corner and said that you should continue hiding in the corner. Excuse me, we will, if you can also will tear your mother this insulted huge.
Yeah, instead insulting. Okay,
yeah.
Say that way.
Instead insulting. But I never responded. I was in the room. And later in the afternoon, a lady came, elderly lady, I even have the video, I recorded her. She said that we should continue hiding. If we come outside, they will use stick, they mock us. So, mon check I was here. I got it. Quarantine I was saying in our house, we shouldn't come outside. Because they will make sure they harm us. These are some of the things they were saying. And the chairman today, he came after human rights officer came to field investigation. The chairman, he made a statement that so as long as that lady future case is leaving the community, we too should leave. And
she's leaving?
Actually leaving, yes. Sunday, her landlord gave her notice for the same confusion business. She is leaving.
Also, she's moving from the community. After she has committed a crime, she has caused the pain on your sister. She's leaving the community to go somewhere different to live. That she will not be easily getting.
Yes.
And you said what the chairman said. I'm coming to you.
The chairman Mark Collis, he said that as long as the woman is leaving, we too will leave. He will make sure we leave. Yes, that's what he said. And I guess that's the reason why he in the constant habit of going to go sound for the people who the defender is going to go sound for each time when they go to the police, he will tend to sound for them. But he creating fake story that he's sick, he may ask them. You may ask them to go sound for people, but he may ask them when it comes to our case to tell the truth for us. Last night I said if few of you call us that are online and you all listen to the show, when the journalist called him, he said that he was to the police station. But today he later said that he went to the house and said that he told the journalist that he was to the clinic, like the reason why he on the call. So that two different statements the chairman is giving. Yes, he said that he went to the clinic, he told the journalist that he went to the clinic, like the reason why he will talk to the journalist later. But whereas he said that he went to the police station. So the chairman the chairman, he doesn't stand for the truth as a community leader. He only behind few people of the community because majority of the community were like bastard people and he afraid that all they will go against him. Yeah, and we have been the tier people that this are happening to. The chairman, the constant happening of paying boys for anybody that will go against him for the truth beneath him will pay boys for them to go drink opinion enough for them to go harm the person. Like two other guys in the community, they are victims of the chairman tease. Yeah. They even injured the other guy, said they made 17 stitches. They got him matted blue. They injured the guy. And one other Nigerian man, the man was supposed to run for the same chairmanship, but being that they injured the man, so the man decided to not contest here for run again for a problem. So the chairman, in good at pretending, he's a good pretender, if I would say. Yes.
Okay, we're going to leave you there. We'll go to your mother. Man, you have to pay attention. We have to dress that microphone closer to her. Yeah, that's the only way we'll get her on. Okay. Welcome. You have to talk to the microphone too.
Yeah,
So, your daughter go to the hospital today?
yeah, I've seen myself when the JFK, they did the X-ray, but they didn't get all. They gave one, the other one was supposed to go tomorrow. That the one that the doctor saw, he said the girl need good treatment. He said because what he see, but he waiting then get the second one tomorrow. One go now, then we'll get a final result. He told her, he said the case here, man, not take it light too. He said, man, not take it light. He said the X-ray.
And the doctor was telling you that one.
Yeah, he said the X-ray I see, you man, not take it light. I said, but we are on the media, we're asking for justice, and we're asking people for help, because the advantage is too much. The chairman in favor, the former police virtual woman, and he said he's a wicked chairman. Now he first time injuring people. The other two guys, even though the police, former police virtual swore, her brother and her boyfriend beat the girl, but that two fellows that came later and John, that were from the chairman because he have done it twice. We saw it. Last year he did it to the Nigerian men that two of them were contesting. Everybody was behind that man. They injured the man seriously, they made the man. So really that community we just there now, but our landlord still begging us because the human right when they will get a man number, the man say he don't have problem with us and he been doing investigation. The people say we don't have problem with anybody besides that one police former police virtual woman. He said so for that reason he can't ask us to leave. He said he can't ask us to leave because we get problem with nobody else, only that woman. So when the woman leaving, then there will be peace for us. Then he with the chairman Mike went there today, and what we're not expecting for him, they call him to ask him why he delayed the kind of serious injury. Then he started bringing different topic inside that virtual swag going. So when they want tomorrow, because the people they put that in the human rights people that came, they said tomorrow 12 o'clock our landlord should be there. He the chairman must be there. After they finish asking all the interview or finish explaining, they call him. They say he must be there 12 o'clock, so we'll sit down to discuss at the end of the day. And that topic he brought. So the human rights people say, but now the one we are here for, that the person that get a horse can make that decision. You're not the one that they get a man horse to say you can't make the decision. Now what we are here for? How the people, why the people they don't detain the people? They asking 3 times, say why the people that did it, why are they police didn't detain the people? It happened Sunday. They also being jailed the morning. Say in fact 3 days. Well, send them to court or Tuesday send them to court. But you the chairman, you're a community chairman, see they get hell like that. Then you went and sign for the people. Then they mocking at the people when you see the people, they threaten the people, using threatening remark on the people. As chairman, that's how you supposed to do. They asking any question, the police, asking the police, and we told him today, we say we're coming back on the media. So we are asking for justice, we are asking for help. Whosoever that listening to it, they were asking for help, they must help us, and we are asking for justice for the police director, from Molba Molu, for Honorable Akara Gray, because of his district here, Fina Bondo, President George Malewia, whosoever, we are asking justice ministers, we are asking for help and we are asking for justice. Because right now the condition they get in, we just depending on God now. We want God to help us. So you can't be chairman, we want them to impeach them because you can't be chairman in community, you be wicked, you only be one side, be taking side on one side all the time. Be chairman for everybody. We are here, they put to us to not vote for that man. I said no, I said I will vote for the chairman because I said the chairman get his own property. I said the man not renting to say he will go. I said so I will vote for the man. My whole family to vote for him. Then I will the one that will tell her to be worst enemy.
We're gonna come. You know the chairman umpa. What are they impeaching that one? We'll talk here another time. But the main thing now like your daughter health.
Yes.
So say you move where last night you went. How ready your daughter can be, you know, when she the whole of last night. I want you to explain what are the ways she can be looking, Right? Because, she's struggling. She told her she can, face problems sometimes to use a bathroom. She see,
Yeah.
and the pin her left eye. She doesn't
Yeah.
even see. And I'm seeing from the eye there, what I saw, I'm really, really, I don't feel. But what she can be telling, because I know the kind of conditions she in and there where together, she'll be complaining. She'll say this thing happening to her, that thing happening to her. What is she can be explaining to you?
Well, she can sleep. She can tell me her chest hurting, her head hurting, her chest hurting, her head hurting, her stomach hurting. I move her in my room, say I can sleep with her now in her own room. She can't sleep. Whole night she just turning around. Well, I ask her, she will tell her chest burning, her stomach hurting, her head hurting. Myself, I can't sleep because once my daughter not sleep, I don't sleep. Then today, when we came in the morning, we were going to the hospital, the facial swab, farmer police woman. So she see all, she started giving remind her, she certified now what she wanted to happen, already happened, she certified. So God now do her work, God now do good work for her. I almost respond to her, but I say no, let me leave here, already on the media, and I know God will help us. You working with LEC, then you do that kind of thing, because you farmer police woman, you can even move Sunday, we still get you because we know that you working with LEC, virtual swap. You working with LEC, we still get to you. So you can even move and not nothing. Hey, you talk, because you already telling us say you moving to Johannesburg. Even when I go look for you to Johannesburg, we go to your office, LEC will get you. So the mic man, that chairman man, he not good chairman, he was big bias. Only there for only one side.
So it is that because the whole thing that happened, so she won't move.
The reason she want, they giving her notice for fire catch the horse, one horse in the community there. On the fire catch the horse, they see Cape family today. That was they not get sense. We put the woman thing also when she came, instead of her telling them thank you, the first thing she said, she not tell nobody to tell her thing. In fact, now her was a boy. She didn't want to know now her business, she just call her children to go. In fact, her baby, Lord, they stole her baby. So they put the landlord, they don't know that the landlord, her husband was there on the scene. The landlord husband was there. So when she get that remark, say, oh, you living in the house, then you say, you don't want to know if the horse born. Then you say, people that put your thing outside, you don't want to tell them thank you. Then you saying that you not tell nobody to test your thing. In fact, they have stole your baby. So I had a man found out in the community now because that time be hearing that every time confusion. The man said that 3 people to 4 persons he asked, they say, yeah, little woman, she left plenty talking, she left confusion business, that they give her the notice. She was so moved. That this Sunday is so moved, that on the serving, that one on the
Okay, all right. We're going to get to that situation. But I'm more concerned, my mind is still on that thing about, oh my word. So the hospital on today, I'm still focused on the hospital. So the doctor said they're going to release a result tomorrow.
Tomorrow by the grace of God.
So we're going to, Victor, you can bring that face, especially the eye. It's the eye, that left eye. I want you to bring on the camera for those watching to see the condition this lady is going through. Yep. Okay. That's all right. Very, very, very brilliant. So for those of you watching, you can see on the screen. You can see on the screen there. That's a condition for us as we speak. You see, Victor, you got enlarge it. Let me see from my end. Okay. So you see the condition of her eye as we speak. That's the left eye. She's complaining on that it has become like a dew. She doesn't see anything. She doesn't see anything again with that eye. This is a situation for you folks, Liberians. That's just one of the parts of our body that is damaged. You want to bring Victor, you could bring another stuff. For those of you listening via the radio, you can tell from the way she sounded. You listen to her, imagine 4 different men beat on her is something very, very much. Yeah, you can bring the other part on as well. Okay, it's another part. That is which area? Okay, that is on her shoulder, right? Shoulder or chest? Which area? You have to direct me now. Okay, that's on her chest. You can see that's one of the bruises. That's one of the bruises. I want you to bring this side. I have the 2 marks. This one that has the 2 marks. Yeah, I'm interested in that one. Or to bring it so those watching can see. We have to do it. We have to do this. Uh, mm, mhm. Okay. All right. This is issues of today in the voice of Liberia. Like we said, we're going to bring the folks, and trust me, we did our work. We invited the chairman and all of the other side involved. Mm, yeah, yeah. Okay. So you see, that's another part. That's a face coroner as we speak. I thought she went through the situation. It has been 2 days, 3 days, and since Sunday this incident, the police at first the case was taken to the police. The police should have been there on the scene to ensure that, yeah, to ensure that she's taken to hospital and those that committed act we be able to see into it that she undergo treatment. But currently she's undergoing treatment through the help of those that have listened to us. You know, the last interview we held for that's last night. Those that listened according to their contributions. The $5 to $10 that they provided was what the family was able to take her to the hospital, and they started the treatment. According to her, today the day was X-ray, which of course tomorrow the results will be out. But what the doctor have said to them initially, as per what he's seeing, I think there is a need that even she seek advanced medical treatment because of health condition, and internally she's going through so many problems. This is what happened. Mob violence, we have said, violence in our community should not be entertained, no matter how the situation, no matter how someone wrongs you. If you feel that the person is wrong, then one of the best ways you can govern yourself is to take the person to the law. And the thing that makes it more interesting is that from Basel community to the police station is just a smile. Like I'm saying, once you smile, you're ready to the police station. That's central. So there is, I'm saying, there is the availability of police officers. You know, you cannot underestimate that. But if this thing can happen, our community that has proximity with the police headquarters, and up to this time, the police is still dragging with the situation. How more you think about the situation if those of you that are in communities that are distant, those of you that live in community where the presence of police officers are not visible, the presence of law enforcement officers are not visible, then it tends to raise a concern that your safety is at stake. And these things are happening. It continues to happen in Liberia. I wish he had the strength. We could interview her more about how she feel at this time when these things happening. You know, something happening.
You will talk.
Okay, so I'm going to ask her how you can feel when the whole thing are happening. And you go by in the community, you see the people that did it into you, they passing free, nothing, no one do anything to them. You know, they're moving, you know, the community chairman, the police, send your the case of the police, nothing, the people don't do anything. How you can really feel when you sit and you see yourself in a condition and the people that do the thing to you, the people that do the thing to you, then they're passing free.
I can feel really bad. Every time today when the doctor do my test and he say, just believe in God. My whole spirit, man, left me. I say, what?
The doctor said, just believe in God.
Just believe in God for your eye. I say, my mother never born me with one eye. Why? For no reason, somebody will just damage my left. For me, for my eye to just spoil. But he say, I should believe in God and I have faith. You know, even they encouraging me that other people that go blind, other people that go involved in accident. You know, counseling me today, talking, they say, a lot of people that in the group, they see a lot of people that were victim, they never give up, so I shouldn't give up. But I say the God that I serve, it will never work. The devil a liar. I will see what they are before I will testify the goodness of God in the church. So I just praying to God. And the doctor say the injury that went on my head, the black that they use, the one I think that he see on the airstrip, he could say it today, but maybe it happy for him. So he said that the airstrip looking bad. But we should come, I should rest. Tomorrow I go back. For the airstrip, and I even just started my medication today.
So Liberians, you listen to her. We're gonna ask the mother too. How do you feel when you go in the community? You see the people that did it into your daughter. They passing, they're going free. If we may say nothing, they move from one place to another. They do what they want to do. Ahead of time.
Really, the police got corruption. The police got serious corruption because they not care for human being health. They only care because I know you, or I'm my friend, or I know you. That kind of situation, you think they're not supposed to detain those people? They passing mocking at us in the community. They passing mocking at us, telling that the small one here. You think Raphael, you the big person for the investigator over there. Raphael and Ara says, after Ara says that Raphael, they have for everybody. Raphael supposed to release those people. Yesterday, after the children explained, the virtual swore woman explained, they wanted to detain the people because they lie, they start lying, say the angry crowd. So the policeman say, you know what they call angry crowd? The thing they call angry crowd, go for away when you kill somebody on the spot, you want to run away, so you have to run away before angry crowd. You want to get killed anybody or she do any bad thing to somebody before angry crowd can't beat her. He said that you're the one beat the girl, so we'll detain you here, tomorrow we'll send you to court. Right away, the virtual swore woman take phone because she was in the police force, she called the Raphael man. The Raphael man phone on loudspeaker. He said they must lead the people that have interest. So you not care for our no interest that the former police woman interest you care for. Not just stay in the country. The police corrupt. So the government really try and see after the thing here. They advantage too much in the police. They're taking on people too much. They advantage too much. They're too much. So I feel it bad. The person all in the community, they mocking all, they passing, they laughing, all they free. The kind of wickedness they do to my daughter. The wickedness they do. Even them I saw you not coming to escape, I'm not coming to get in between that. They were beating him, stepping all in him. What would I have done to you people so much? What would I have done to you? Then that other fake chairman, they call him, they start telling him, the human right king, telling him, say we must meet 12 o'clock, come and learn to see how best. Because the person they want to take that they don't want to handle the whole case to the court, but they want hear for him as chairman. He start talking about one that woman going, police woman going, Zubecha so are going, we too have to leave. That the kind of topic they say call you for that, you get personal grudge for all, you get personal thing against us. So the chairman said himself, need to impeach him for him to move in our community, they need to impeach him, not good, Mike that wicked man. So the police, I got serious problem with the police.
Mm-hmm. So even on today, did the police called you, and I'm asking you, ma'am. So even on today, the police will call you to say, oh, you can't the police station, you can't tell, you can't see how you can tell the thing, and all the people that are involved, what you can do to them. The police will call you.
Now around 12 o'clock, they call us. Can't he be coming or come with your son? What about the main person that brutal as they get virtuous was brother? Since Sunday, the weekend today get he never fought to that police station. He not even care about virtuous brother going. That he not care for the other children going. Only 2 people he can carry. All of the 4 people, only 2 people he can carry. All I want today, he was saying in front of the human rights people. I even got angry and started blasting at him. I started blasting at him. I said, but virtual brother that ruled my daughter here was dragging her. I said, he ever fought to that police station and tell me my son that the joint was stepping in. Then he telling me, say, police calling me, telling me, say, 12 o'clock, I'm going to carry my son. You know, the police are corrupt police. To be fair, Liberia, we don't have corrupt police. We don't have corrupt police because they're only there for their own side interest. They not care for human being life. They not care for human being life. The way my daughter insurance, they think that different countries, they are going to lead up on them, they be passing free, they be bossing. While my daughter insurance, she in the kind of pin, the way she feeding, they kind of pin in her belly.
Okay. All right, Liberians, listen. Again, we brought them on. We're going to take calls on this thing. We're going to take calls on this development. Perhaps if you want to reach out to the family as well, you can do it. Because for those of you watching, if you see your condition as we speak, that is really pathetic. It's really pathetic. It's bad. And we have to do a pull a real image there. The one with the eye. We talk to this person. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
I'm Vanny Iriswa calling from Upper Calway, Pacific New Redemption Hospital.
Go ahead, Vanny.
Thank you so much for us of the Labrador family to continue pushing this. We need justice for this woman. No matter what somebody do wrong, it don't last on another. If that is very, very wrong. That's why I never have money in my phone to call. Mm-hmm. Honestly, we all would join forces to bring them to justice. If the things they get contact, we have contact with tomorrow will be eaten. Take my number. Mm-hmm. They live and they all police for all of them legal one. Mm-hmm. It's my own father, legal one. We will be there tomorrow. Then they take my number, tell me, they take it, we will push it to the higher extent. We must see justice. That chairman I imposed today, he must be impeached. Chairman as fathers, he don't take any side for anyone. Chairman should be there as role model to set as example. But by Rachel, if former police, so you take the law, you know where you go, you pass through training, how you put on somebody that it could be sure. No matter what somebody do wrong to you. So this something happened to that girl. You see what the doctor saying? You see what the doctor saying? Mm-hmm. ADC must stop her or work for now. That should be the full part of it. She shouldn't start working because she already injured somebody. And if that she moves, she working to ADC, it will stay grab her. Yeah. But we appeal to the chairman or whosoever that get on notice, that she remain there until the end to this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take this person. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
Good evening, sir.
Let's hear you.
This is Emmanuel Dumbo calling from Prophet Power College. Mm-hmm. I condemn that violence seriously. To even listen that the guy will come got monitored last night, I even expected him this morning to have come to the place and get clarity.
Exactly, and I called him.
Up to now, he has not get clarity. I mean, he's guilty. I don't see the need, even for the lady there, the family to go by in the community. It's not safe. Because the traffic reminder they are making, but this time the police should have the guy arrested, in prison, then they move up for them. You can't get the past. These are things can cause commotion. These are things can cause problems. Mm-hmm. These people have family. Why if their own family come and sit in the community and cause more chaos there? What will you do? Because in the first place, you are not done them justice. Look at the lady, straight to talk on the thing. What become of her tomorrow? I don't know what it is. But what become of her tomorrow? That's a lady has no bad children. What are you taking that in consideration? It's frustrating to live in the kind of 20th century and put doing the kind of violence. My brother must be very careful. We got to be very careful when the power will change tomorrow. And to come to that community chairman, it should be him or that lady. He could be a sister, could be a daughter. Mm-hmm. It could be somebody to him. Why could he be that poor? That complete witchcraft attitude there. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim Wilcox. This person. Good evening and thanks for joining us. Hello. Sorry, we lost that one. This one is right here. Good evening.
Hello.
You're live. Let's hear you.
Let me say good evening to you and let me say good evening to my dear sister in studio. Let me first of all say sorry to my sister. But let me say this to the Liberia National Police. If Kwanakwade Suri is on the sound of all of these bodies that is on the particular radio here today, I think Suru has to take serious action against somebody police officer. Literally the police with my injury is very carrying the police need to a bad image. Kwanakwade Suru has to take serious action against them, my injury thing here. You not get people who will go to fire somebody who not daughter. Right now, the woman, according to what I hear, she can't even see. They get people who carry on the act, be moving around here freely. If you are listening to these bosses, please take action against these perpetrators who went and brought the woman out of the woman gets this million out of his boss. So for Father Suru, please listen to the Liberian people who beg you, man, please. They think there is too much in the place here with my injury in the Liberian National Police. It helping me so much, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll talk to this person. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
Hello?
You're live. Let's hear you.
Good evening to Harris Bailey and good evening to my victim family in studio there. This is Alfonso A.F. Kamal calling from District Number 10 to be precise. I joined the conversation from my resident performer community this evening.
Thank you, Alfonso.
I listened to everything my victim family said and that of you. For last night, when you're in fact the chairman, after receiving the invitation, the mayor explanation in room could tell you that the mayor does not even represent to be a chairman of that community because he's very biased. It's not hard to govern or to lead people. If you're leading people, don't be one-sided. You have to stand for justice. You have to stand as string father. But last time when you call a man, the way he explaining, and you say that the man is not even in the interest of the victim family today. Look, we need justice in this country. We need justice. I would first of all like to say I ask God to heal my sister that going through the pain tonight, and I pray God with you in my spirit that wherever you are, you shall be well. The devil is a liar, and Mark need to be retained for that seat because he now wants to be chairman. If you continue to lead people like this, it will be a bad disaster. I grow in PSP community. I know Pastor community well. Pastor community is our playground. That place is a violent community. That place is a violent community. This is why they will continue to keep that mark man that will be there, not in the interest of all good citizens, that they will control the so-called. That man is paying agents by accounts Moses Gray. Account Moses Gray using our people. We know all those stories. I can tell you for sure. So my sister, God will be with you and God will fight the battle. And we will not relent. We will go on social media. We will go international community to come in for justice. We need justice for our sister. So I rest my case tonight.
Thank you, Alfonso. We need justice, is what Alfonso said. We'll take more calls. 0770907 0 0770907 0880907 We'll take more calls on this development, folks. Like we said, we won't relent. We continue to bring people on this platform. Like we said, no to violence. If you feel that you have a bureau in your palm, we'll tell you that good evening and thanks for joining us.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel William. I call from District 8. I listened to the victim and the relatives. You know, in Liberia, if that chairman is not careful, that will be a community war. Because people are just listening and will know what to do next. You can be leading a community and be one-sided. So if the police starts to delay, that will be a community war that will come. Very soon we'll take it as a surprise. So let chairman be listening and act like nothing happening. Just how he wants for it to be, it will be like that. We'll take it at peaceful level, listening. But we realize that it is dragging. Then we'll take it as a community war. It will be a night war. Thank you very much.
Thank you. This is exactly what you said. These things happen. If you feel and you want to ignore when it first come out, we take a few calls. 0770 907 907 088 0907 907. Take more of the calls 15 minutes past the hour 8 o'clock from where we sit and broadcast. Indeed, we dedicate the entire time of our platform to discuss on these issues. This is Voice of Liberia, and we do it every time. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good evening, my dear brother.
Yes, you.
Yeah, the only my concern here, I'm just sorry for that little girl. I saw the thing that she's going through now. You know, my brother, that's why we have been talking this thing here for day one. Liberian police have become a politician police. They have become a buyer. They have become a social maker. They get time for civilian NMOE. The only after they are saying now today. Liberian people will have to wake up for this thing. Liberian going backward. The thing that go on in the country here, get it past man. Can you imagine one person can just make it do something and nothing can come all A because of why? Because it get backing? So that how can we live in the country today? Look at what happened to that family today. That lay poor China, that only we all just asking God to forgive her, to bless her to survive. In case something happened to her, it will be zero. So I'm very sorry to that family. I'm so sorry to them. But Liberia, we need to wake up.
Labrador, we need to work on Labrador going backward. Thank you.
Okay, we take this person as well.
Yeah.
Good evening and thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also come out for the second time. I want we should set a platform that we the citizen of this country, peaceful citizen, so that we get our placard in our hand, go to the American embassy, because this is becoming West.
Alfonso, the thing about it, the thing about it is that we are looking at all of those possibilities. You know, when these things come out first, you want to allow the police to be responsible and do what they're supposed to do. So when they fail to do what they're supposed to do now, then it left of us to know what are the ways we're going to go about it. So we're still watching the police. This thing happened since Sunday. The people reported the case Monday, Tuesday, today, Wednesday. Even the family had to struggle. And people on the radio had a pledge. That's how the lady was even taken to the hospital to even take her first treatment. So it tells you that even in every society, no matter even if the person is wrong, in a case where the case is reported, the police will ensure that the right things are done so that person seek medication at first. So when the person seek treatment, then before come out to tell the case, but the woman is even in a kind of condition and not even anything.
Condition, Mr. Perry.
So
the police station not far from in the community in which they can live. They laughing and call Rafi say like interest. So police should be interest. Police not the government the city and government the state. Police are interest lana. But everything has four over job man we are. So they make everything politics. Everything will be party land because people they are not maybe for CDC. So that's why they will do everything. No, they could do sport. The only thing we will do is sport. The government is not good. The government is bad. The government is bad. No freedom for the people. No peace for justice for poor. Okay, I rest my case.
Thank you, Alfonso.
Every time I listen to him with this station,
I know.
any alternative, we find a solution to it.
Thank you, Alfonso. We take this person. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is SK Commonly Solomon calling from Peace Island, 540.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my take and say is this: we have to pray, like we have to pray, because these police are just a bio and party police in this nation. Imagine many things have been taken, but you can't take over and control. What will depend on police? What we should have police say in this nation? It's better to put the army officer to guard or the police officer. Many look at what the station they cover from their party called the Oro that time to cause chaos in the community of District 10. I'm calling for District 10. So the party policing that we are running in the country is very bad, and the government are doing nothing for the nation. Thank you. That's what I have to tell you.
Thank you. We take this person. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Let's hear you.
I'm Swag Kolba. I'm calling you from District 10.
Mm-hmm.
All those perpetrators that have done this thing, immediately they need to be arrested, and even the chairman.
Mm-hmm.
If they take it to be a joke, it will be another serious conflict as commented there. I thank you.
Thank you. We take more calls. Yeah. More Liberians. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
I'm Tracy calling from Lone Star.
Tracy, let's hear you. Your background is noisy. You have to move on the radio. Just on near the radio, Tracy.
All right. First of all, I will apologize to my sister who is in the hospital.
Tracy, you got to leave the radio. Your background is really bad.
Why black people carry on to her, they really behave bad. If our related to her, for God's sake, they really behave to her in the Oscar police case, can't the case. I will spend it with Legally. You should know with my Legally. Down to the commander of the police. I will make sure I get all the way Legally.
Thank you. Indeed, it tells how she's frustrated as well. Imagine your lady going through such a condition. I mean, it's more than what you ever think of. This is not Liberia we ever want. This is not Liberia we ever see coming. And so we call on the relevant authorities. We as a media institution will continue to play our role. We talk to this person. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
Funny is we're calling for second time. What Alfonso said is what we would do.
Mm-hmm.
But
Your land is actually bad. Shemo Ikaro Chinchil. Yeah, you have to change your location. Yeah, your land is bad. Mhm. Okay. You have to change your location, obviously. We we do it like this quickly. We do it like this quickly. We're going to audience. You got to accept. I know they are not radio friendly, so these things are strange to them. But we take one or two more calls. If now wrap up on this conversation, folks, Liberians. We're going to bring them on. Often we're going to have this discussion until we'll bring them on back on the radio when the day this thing is settled and tell you Liberia and report to you as well that this is where we have reached with this case. This is Voice of Liberia. We cease not to stop on this. We talk to this person. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
Hello?
You live.
Yes, just not waiting.
Go ahead, Justina.
Calling for comment.
Go ahead.
I want to find myself starting a student to Naila. So not she's serving God. Let she defend with God. God will fight her battle. All those that partake in her injury, all they will come down to zero. Our God will serve in hell. He will disgrace them. That nothing will come out of the in the old generation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll take more calls. We'll take more calls on this development. 0770907 907. 0770 907 907 0880 adding numbers to take more of a course on this development. This thing is really a side. We must stand against these kinds of violence in our country. We say no to them. We take this person, Gleven, and thanks for joining us. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
Hello?
Go ahead.
My name is Princess Johnson.
Go ahead, Princess.
I'm feeling so disappointed tonight. So see my friend woman going through that type of pain. I just
This she said, you if video you make
Because imagine in a people say in black age.
that we brought the people on in fact police station. So what we did is we angry after the show last night he fine. So when they say I'm on the radio in the morning, I like you have interference. He agrees to come remember to explain his I the show our you see last story we provided at
That government by the country of music equals and it's just a problem. By show, yes, that you try to encourage you as a Liberian not to fail.
This is what Liberia. Like we said, our interests cut across every Liberian. So we'll have the time do all we don't care about who you're connected to. You know, yeah. We'll take more call.
Greetings.
Let's hear you.
Okay. Yeah. For this even
Mm-hmm.
yeah. At my radio and all what you are saying about that lady, done completing that. All now, people on the lane, on the people, these things may create problems. You also they gonna move on the lady as you explain even though when you got Facebook phone to see but the way you talk me say it make all of those feel so bad.
I'm telling you, and you can listen. I mean, say you listen to the caller. I just left the line. That lady, right? She told you that she was listening. So it's not something we are making up. If you see on the live feed, if you look at our condition, you know exactly what we say.
I said my wife said feeling so bad. You know they are women. It's you know kind of thing. That's what the thing that we talking at age and we have responsible government. They will not behave like this. If to say today that I'm talking about opposition, so they have to see people running all around. These people very. I'm very very sorry for their government. It's so good chance coming for all to judge them because this thing it create bad feeling for people. Anyway, thank you. I'm not take courage. God will fight your battle.
God will fight your battle. The words of encouragement are also important at this time. We take more calls on this commercial. We call it a day on the program. Yeah. And like we said, we're going to bring them on again. We're going to show tomorrow. Tomorrow we will look for once they go, what the results are. You said the doctor told you, man. Oh, man. You said the doctor said you might go back to the hospital tomorrow,
Yeah.
So tomorrow when I get the X-ray result again, we'll come by. What the doctor will tell you, we'll come by on the radio again. Definitely, we'll be right here until and engaging all those that are responsible to ensure that the right things are done in accordance with the law. We'll take a few calls. 9-8-30 we'll call a day. We retire for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll take a few calls on this development. 0770-907. 907 0880 907 907. Add the numbers. This person is right there. Good evening.
Hello?
You live, let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Spencer Series, calling from Pastor Community.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So when you see what I'm stating now, the way I'm feeling, if I give up, I will go to get to what the I was doing. Because I tell you like a man is not a man that can lead people. But it's very arrogant. And my officer like be always near him, they call him Moruba. Yes. That Moruba man always get to threaten people for my business.
And you live in the community?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moruba. And I'm fine, but it's very arrogant. And my man can take care of family when you can take care of community. When we get family, the little man want to know, you my blood boiling immunity. I don't know. I'm not mad. It's a different thing. Maybe I don't want any police carrying. Thank you for the show.
Thank you. We took this person, this one from this end. Oh my word. On this development. Let's see how it works. Oh my word. We'll take this person. I think this will be our last caller. We have to return. Good evening.
Hello?
Let's hear you.
Yeah. Is there the radio station I'm calling to listen to the
Yeah, this is the station. Yeah, this is the station.
Okay. I'm Joshua calling from sorry.
and the government will get no care for all. They can automatically vote the government all the power. I'm a saying like I see I cover for the field for the brutality, for the big someone big only call police, they say I'm an interest. So I don't want to tell the family sorry for what happened. They can automatically vote the government all the power, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
We'll take
you,
this
Baba.
person. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
My brother,
Go ahead.
this is Emmanuel calling from Glory Biocalis. My worry how this people going to go home tonight. I don't want to read the hour like this, and they're threatening them. I think by this time, I don't even have no place. I think they could go and sleep there because I'm afraid. How they want to get home? How they want to walk home? Walk between the community. Look at the Bible community. Look at equality up, and there's no way are they ever passing between office. They're not safe for them. By this time, police should be there to protect these people. We should think about this. How you going to sleep tonight? How you going to get home? Thank you.
We say thank you. We take this person. Good evening. Hello. This person. Good evening. Oh my word. Oh my word. I don't know where this feedback is coming from. It's so bad. Okay. We take few of our calls and call it a day. 0770907 We'll talk to this person from this end. This person is right here. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Go ahead.
I'm calling from the Cuba Farm there again. You there for more? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Which community that event occur?
Basel community. Basel community is right. It's just right beyond the police central, right? Central headquarters.
Oh, okay. Look, I got a piece of advice for those community dwellers over there. Because for right now, things is this happening. You should know what goes around must come around. So this is not be the one that will be embracing or inducing people to be such a thing within the community. Because it happens to join, it happens to pour. It should be the one that has to put into it and make sure that the references go on. So whether it's maybe police director, this, that, all of you, as I said, Liberia is not a country of men, but a country of law. So the law must it goes.
Okay. All right. We take more calls. This person is development. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, brother, in studio.
I'm doing great, and you?
My brother, what is happening in this country? I'm here in the first place. What is happening in this country? This is things that can make for people that are around a country. This people can usually this issue that happened. It is not only the Liberians are getting this issue. Surrounding countries to hearing what is happening in this country. So if this woman people, if you get people that live in that community, that they them through the God's strength and power as that other people to use a power on them, this is thing that can bring community war, not even community war, nation war. People that are around the country, they are saying that this is things that are happening in Liberia. So we really want for this government to fight hard at least to take out of this issue. And this is wrong. I pray for that my sister that in studio that God should bless her. God should, take care of her for that to become safe. Because you hear what the doctor told her? Say you should pray to God. That is, doctor cannot just tell you that this sickness that is on you, you will not sleep today. So these are things. So I pray for her. God should bless her. And the mother she take courage. I thank you.
Thank you. This person is right there. Good evening. Go ahead in live. It seems the laws I won't take this person. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Go ahead in live.
Okay, I'm Richardville A. Morgan.
Go ahead, Roosevelt.
Yeah, I'm calling from Broadville.
Go ahead, Roosevelt.
Okay, let me first of all extend my simple way of saying normal to my mind in stereo there. You see, in every part of the world, the great United States, men police case surveillance openly People take arm and enter school building, they shoot people there. They don't talk about changing government. You deal with the issue. The police director, Patrick Sulu, need to set up an investigation board if one of that fellow that did it, if that police officer, he must face in the law. You must face in the law because we're not running rebel government here. We're not running rebel government. The people put in power so that you can protect them. I think that's the reason why the government was in power. So if somebody in that arena and go do something, with the law must deal with that person. So thank you, man. So just facing, if the policeman that did I go to Central, I tried it before, or police officer had a rule on me, I went to Central Professional Department. We went there with him. They're not, except you not try, they there with him, and I was happy. They found him guilty. They took out a uniform shirt, they jailed him. So that's how the law changed. But if you don't put it into text, you will not know. You will just sit behind one tree. Then when something happens, say, "Hey, that's the day we change the government."
Okay, we I think this will be we have to take one or two more calls. I have to leave the victim. She needs to rest. She needs some rest, especially after returning from the hospital today. She needs to rest. So we take just one more call and we call it a day. This will be our last caller. Thanks for being our last caller. Let's hear you.
Hello?
You live. Let's hear. Oh my word! You can just continue. My ears. This thing that plays on my head. Take that call. Be our last call. Let's hear you.
Hello.
You live.
Yeah, this is Robert too.
Quickly, Robert, we'll climax with you. Let's hear you.
Yeah, when it comes to the issue of that brutalizing of the community on that lady, the first of all, who the police, they got a responsibility. If somebody brought kids to the station and said this is going on, your bound duty is to go there, ask people, and then come back with your finding. But the police these days, they are not working. They're all about how to get their money. And money is not everything. Our people in Liberia, they are more than money. So I rest my case. The police need to do something.
Okay, all right. Okay. This will be our last color. This will be our last color indeed. So we say tomorrow we'll take you again, right? Tomorrow we'll take you. We'll go to the hospital. What the people will say, what the doctor will tell you. We'll take you tomorrow. We'll bring you back on the radio again, and we will explain it. Bring people the condition. We think that that's all they will say as per her current situation as she's going through. This radio, we'll use the radio to make sure that the right things are done. Anyone, let me make this clear, anyone in your community where violence has been perpetrated and people will deliberately beat on people and do these things with the understanding that nothing will be done, we encourage you to reach out to us. Just as the same way the family did when they went to the police station, the police is playing with this thing, the community chairman showing no interest, they came to us. And now what to place the importance of putting into this thing made the police now, just today they call them, and we will do it. We will continue to do it. We'll ensure that these things are done. So we encourage every one of you, just reach out. I'm on Facebook, Harris Billy. Just reach out. Just reach my inbox, explain the situation. Come on, let me then discuss. Let me get all of my findings and things. And we'll be on this radio every time. So I encourage you, in my inbox, hit me or Harris Billy. On Facebook, hit me up. And we encourage you, we'll make sure that your voices will be elevated. Until then, this is all the time we got to be. We say thanks so kindly to the family for coming on. Thanks to every one of you that called. Those of you that play a listening role. Issues of today return tomorrow evening with another fascinating edition. Until then, this has been a Harris S. Willie presentation. Many thanks to all of you.